chapter 2, parallel lines. So what is the parallel line? Suppose L1 and L2 are the two lines, and if these two lines are not intersect each other, then we can say कि L1 and L2 are the parallel line, and we can write L1 parallel L2 like that, and its symbolical representations is like that, L1 parallel to L2. Now there is some properties of parallel lines. If two parallel lines L1 and L2, and if there is a one transversal P, then this angle and this angle is known as the corresponding angle, and these two angles are the congruent. That means equal. Suppose this is the 50 degree, then it is also 50 degree. Similarly, these two are also the corresponding angle. So this is 60 degree, then this is also 60. This is the one side, pair of the one side, and this is the pair of the other side. This is also the pair of other sides. So suppose A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, we denote like that, then A is congruent to the B. This is also the corresponding angle. C is congruent to D. This is also corresponding angle. E is congruent to F. This is also corresponding angle. We put here angle ka symbol. Then G, angle G is congruent to angle H. So these all angle, any total 4 angle are known as the corresponding angle. If there is the two parallel line and one transversal, then there is the total 8 angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is the total 8 angle if there is the two parallel line and one transversal. Now the second property, कि if suppose there is the two parallel line M and N, and the one transversal is the P, then, and this is the, suppose the A and B are the 2 points on the line M, and C and D are the 2 points on the line N, and this transversal P are intersect the line M at the point E and F at, then this angle BEF, this angle BEF is congruent to angle EFC. This is known as the alternate angle. So this is known as the alternate angle. Alternate angle makes the Z. So like this, if it is the Z and there's two line, this two angle is known as the alternate angle, and this alternate angle are the congruent. Therefore angle BEF is congruent to the angle EFC. This is the internal alternate angle, and suppose here is also one point x and y. Then XEB, angle XEB is congruent to the angle CFY. CFY. This is also the alternate angle, but this is the external alternate angle. This angle is known as the external alternate angle. It is known as the external alternate angle, and this angle BEF and EFC is known as the internal alternate angle. This is the one side. Now another angle, this is the one pair of alternate angle, and the another pair of alternate angle is AEF, this AEF, and EFD, this EFD. Here it is also Z, so this is the Z. So this angle AEF and angle EFD, it is also the alternate angle, and it is also the interior alternate angle. So angle AEF is congruent to the angle EFD. Okay, and this angle XEA, this angle, this XEF, and this angle DFY is the external angle. This is the another pair of the external angle. Angle XEA is congruent to the angle DFY. Okay, so I think you are clear here ki what is the internal alternate angle and what is the external angle. Then another property of parallel lines is, suppose the two line M and line N are the parallel line and P is the transversal, and this transversal P intersect M and N at Q and R, and there is the 2 point A B on the line M and C and D on the line N. Then angle BQR and angle BQR and angle QRC and angle QRC. So these two angle is known as the interior angle, and the sum of the interior angle is 180 degree. That is, these interior angle are the supplementary. Therefore, angle BQR plus angle QRC is equal to 180 degree. This is known as the supplementary angle. This is the one pair, and this is the another pair of the interior angle. So this is also one properties ki if two lines M and N are the parallel and P is the transversal, then these two angle, suppose this angle is 1 and 2, so this angle 1 and 2 is known as the interior angle, and the sum of this interior angle is 180 degree. Similarly, this is the another pair 3 and 4. This is also the interior angle, and using these all properties we are studied, we are apply in the chapter 2.1. So let's we start the chapter 2.1 of the parallel lines. 2.1 exercise example number 1 first. So draw the figure D H P R M G S K. So here DK is the transversal and RP and MS are the parallel line. So here is the given. What is the solutions? Solution is that the RP is parallel to MS. This is given, and DK is transversal. This is the given. Okay. And one more thing is given, that the DHP, this angle DHP is of 85 degree. Then we want to find first RHD. Find RHD. So what is RHD? Find here RHD. So this RHD is on this side. Okay. You already learned the linear pair, the straight angle in the previous standard, and you know, so the sum of the linear angle and the sum of the linear pair angle is 180 degree. Therefore, using that property, angle RHD plus angle DHP is equal to 180 degree. But this is the pair of linear angle. So you mention here pair of linear angle. Therefore, angle RHD plus 85 degree is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Therefore, angle RHD is equal to 95 degree. Okay. So angle RHD is equal to 95 degree. So we now here place RHD is equal to 90 RHD, sorry, upper. This RHD is 95 degree. Now second is to find PHG. PHG. Now what is PHG? See here, PHG. So this is the angle, and you know another property of this RHD and PHG are the opposite angle. This is the opposite angle, and opposite angle are the congruent angle. Therefore, angle PHG is congruent to the angle RHD. Why? This is the vertical opposite angle. This is the vertical opposite angle. Okay. Therefore, PHG, therefore angle PHG, therefore the angle PHG is equal to 95 degree from the one. Now question number third. What is the question number third? HGS. HGS. So where is the HGS? Any this angle. Okay. HGS. This angle HGS. This is the 95 degree. Okay, and one more another thing we know कि angle HGS and angle HGS and angle DHP is corresponding angle. Okay, this is the corresponding angle. Therefore, angle HGS is congruent to angle DHP. Therefore, angle HGS is congruent to the DHP. And what is the value of the DHP? DHP's value is the 85 degree. Therefore, HG is 85 degree. Here आपको लिखना है कि corresponding angle, and you know the corresponding angle are the congruents. Okay, that's why if DHP is equal to 85, then HGS is also 85. Now fourth one. What is the fourth one? Fourth one is MGK, angle MGK. So see here, MGK means this angle. Okay, so now see here, this MGK and HGS are the vertical opposite angle. Therefore, angle MGK is congruent to the angle HGS. Why? Because it is the vertical opposite angle. Therefore, angle MGK is equal to what? 85 degree, because we already find the HGS is equal to 85 degree. So this is also 85 degree. Okay, so here we complete first example. Now the second example.